Oh, didn't see you there. I'm so excited because today we're putting the engine back together. First step was getting the cam back in. It was the last thing we took out and the first thing we had to put in. So we started by cleaning the oil galleys. I'm just using a tack rag to wipe out all the bearing surfaces for the cam. I think I've been there. For it all. So we put a little drop of assembly oil on all of the bearings. Now we finally get to put the cam in.
How do I need to go? You tell me.
No.
Just get out of the way?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the in-between parts where it's like hard.
I got you. Oh, my finger.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Hang on.
Look how cool it is.
Looking very good.
Are you ready?
Do it, Del. Greasy pie. Ugh, that's sticky.
I know! So these are our main bearings, and we're going to just clean them, make sure there's no obvious scratches or anything like that, and then we're going to put them in. I'm just rubbing all of these with a tack rag before we put the bearings in, just to make sure everything's clean.
Do they snap or do they just kind of go?
Snap, apparently.
Nice.
I'm just making sure that I did this right.
That's a real good feeling.
I did. Number 5 is a thrust bearing, so it's a little bit different.
Ooh, that feels good. Nice job.
After the main bearings were in, we moved on to the rear main seal, which means that we had to fight with the rope seal. I was about to say I have a love-hate relationship with the rope seal. No, I have a hate relationship with the rope seal. We tried everything to get this dang rope seal in. It wouldn't work. We put the crankshaft in, it wouldn't turn.
Huh.
It was a mess. So we gave up. We went online, bought some rubber seals, but that delayed us another week. But then after that, we just had to keep moving on. We're learning about this rubber seal as we go, just like you. So for the rubber seal, you need to put a little bit of lubricant on the back, and it has to go in with this like little lip that it has in towards the engine. So yeah, we're gonna lube it up and put it in. It's gonna be so much nicer than the rope seal.
Yeah, go for it. And give it a, yeah, press down in the middle and then kind of push out to the sides. Is it seating in nicely?
Oh my gosh, it's so perfect.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you see how easy that was? If it sits like this, engine over here, this needs to go in like this. Okay.
Cool.
Watch.
You press it right in the middle, get it down nice and tight.
Now I'm just gonna use my tack rag to wipe down the crankshaft journals.
You got it.
And the bearings.
Bingo.
To make sure it's all clean. Yeah, but look at how much I don't like going. They're the things we talk about in the garage. Okay, so we're about to get the main caps on. I'm just gonna wipe them down one more time with a tack rag, put some assembly lube on, and then get them on.
Good civil.
So before we put on the rear main cap, we're gonna put a little bit of sealant. I'm just cleaning it up with a toothpick. So we've got some sealant on there and an assembly lube, so yeah, we're ready to put it on. Okay, so the most complicated one is on, and now we're just gonna put on the rest. So before I put any of these on, I'm triple checking the arrow and the number to make sure I put it on the right one so I don't mess up.
Now I think this one. Beautiful.
So we're about to get the caps torqued down, but the manual says oil threads, so we're gonna oil our threads before we torque them down.
All right, cool.
That's fun.
Good. It turns.
It works! It was so cool to finally turn my crankshaft after it was all clean. And some of you might be saying, Ellie, you have to plastic gauge. Don't worry, we did. It just took forever and the footage was way too long. But if you want to see the whole process of me plastic gauging the crankshaft, rod caps, and measured my crankshaft runout, then go to my Patreon page. We made a separate video that's free for anybody to view, even if you're not a patron. Just go to patreon.com/ElliesGarage. Okay, back to the build. And my favorite part, putting in the pistons. Okay, so I'm gonna lube up the piston rings with motor oil. I feel like it would be easier if you had bigger hands, but I have small baby hands, so. Okay, now I'm gonna put Ultra Slick on the wrist pin because we've been told that that's like the thing that you really need to make sure is greased.
Give it some good movement. Some on the ends. Can't hurt, right? Yeah.
Piston is bleeding. That's what it looks like. Looks like I just murdered a piston.
Okay.
Now I'm putting it in the ring compressor and I'm compressing it. It comes up.
Look at it from the top. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna put assembly lube on the rod bearing. Now I'm gonna put these cover thingies on so that we don't scratch the cylinder walls or the crankshaft journals. And we've also moved this journal so that it's at the bottom of the travel where we put the piston in.
I'm gonna hold it like this. It starts getting you.
Okay, it's in.
Awesome. Awesome. Bring her on down. Yep. Get you down. Good. And nice little easy taps.
now that the first piston is all in and done, we're going to put the next journal for piston number 2 at the bottom of its rotation.
And a little more. That's good there. In. Nice. There's the end.
Yeah, that's this.
That is the stuff, man. That's looking good, Elle.
It's looking really good. Guys, it was so cool to start putting my engine back together, and I promise the rest of the engine build is coming in part 2. We just had so much content that we couldn't fit it into one video. I'm so excited to hear Carl run, but what I'm taking out of the garage this week is that paying attention to the small details will make a big difference in the long run. Special thanks as always to my executive producers, the Bowling family, and Drew Carter. If you want to support me, go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/ElliesGarage. I'll see you next time in the garage.